It appears we are actually back online already in the game. People not needing a really big break in this case. And I am still joined by my fellow co-caster Choi. Awesome that you're still with me. How are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good about the fact that there wasn't a 20-minute break between games, which is
Yeah,
kind of unique, I suppose.
yeah, I agree. Oh man, I think yesterday I casted some games in we played Dota tournament, and every single game started with a 25-minute delay, and I was about to like just sign off again. I mean, besides the fact that I have no viewers, anyways. But yeah,
Well, it's hard to say why. Well, I guess we shouldn't really discuss that right
no,
now.
we
The issue
shouldn't.
of teams being late.
Yeah, yeah, like
It's
when
gonna
we
keep happening.
yeah, exactly. It's gonna keep happening. However, I do feel that the pro scene has developed a little bit more, and it's not as bad as it has been in the past with delays and with people not showing up, especially with Dota 1 and the beginning of Dota 2, right? I would say it actually got better a little bit.
Yeah, I agree actually, and a bit more of a professional take, I suppose. I mean, people actually using their real names more at least
Yep.
than before. And well, we see a Wisp first pick from KP here, and the
Interesting.
Chaos Knight as well.
Yeah.
So, well, we're gonna have some action at least coming out of KP.
Yeah, I agree, and that's gonna be awesome to watch because this means they're not gonna go for some farm fest. No Hand of Midas, hopefully on at least KP, unless they pick up a Furion. Hopefully not. We will see. I do believe that the Wisp CK is a really ballsy pick by KP because that means they're trying to play the good old relocate gang strat with Wisp and CK against a team that has proven themselves to actually stand against those ganks, and Team Liquid has used that tactic for themselves as well, so they know exactly what's going to happen and they will be prepared for sure. And I do believe that they're going to go for some mobile heroes now, maybe Quap mid and a Magnus offlane, we will see, or maybe even a Magnus support for all that we know.
Yeah.
But my point basically is that they're gonna get some mobile heroes that are able to get into the reach of Wisp's relocate and just be able to help each other out with some nice and fast TPs and such. So
I think there are two things speaking against this CK Wisp pickup here from KP. I think the first thing is, like, as we saw in the previous game, we saw the confidence drop really quickly as they were getting behind. And I mean, after that kind of game, I mean, do you really want to go for some like a Seeking Wisp is this lineup that really requires you to play super aggressive and feel confident about it? And if you don't, it's a bit of a wasted pick, I think. And that just means that they're gonna have to play super aggressive and like really try to shrug off the previous game and just go to use this new lineup. And I think the second thing about this is that we see already a Gyrocopter as well as a Magnus, and those two are like if the CK Wisp keep in, okay, there's a cooldown on you, and there's most likely going to be an RP really soon as well. And along with the Shadow Demon as well, who is a hero who can like save a teammate really easily. There's a lot of things right now that can stop that CK Wisp initiation right now, and we're going to have to see how it plays out.
Yeah, and in addition to that, they have really aggressive picks, but then they pick up the Darkseer, who's basically sort of that late game security with that mid-late game initiation with a wall and a vacuum, and he's not going to scale at all in the first few minutes. He's going to have Mecha up after maybe 15 minutes, we'll see, depending on how his lane goes or how his woods go. And then they have the CK plus Wisp plus X, and how are they going to have enough heroes to commit on the aggressive playstyle to actually ensure maybe some other character gets some farm in addition to their maybe rewardful ganking, because that's normally what you do, right? You go for aggressive playstyle, you pick the CK Wisp, you maybe even go maybe a Prophet, I don't know, if he plays aggressive, and get some support, maybe even a Nax that can infest, not in this game though, and then you just go gank, and then there's some sort of safe lane carry, semi-carry who gets some farm, and overall you just win out on the game, and I don't see this happening at all with the Darkseer pick.
And we see now the ban from Liquid is going to be TA from the start, and I'm guessing that's because of the Magnus. I mean, we've seen a lot of TAs pick up the past couple of days just because of, she's the one hero that doesn't get super harassed by that Magnus shockwave.
Yeah.
And well, it's a reasonable ban, I guess, since there's no mid hero picked up by KP either. And KP himself is going to ban the Weaver as a strong dual carry lineup, and the sanking for that strong trialing.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I do suspect that KP might even be banning out Leshrac as well, just because with Shadow Demon that's a nice follow-up stun, and gives a lot of burst damage right from the get-go, from level 1, from level 2, especially with that Addict level 2. You can push down towers as well, and it also is an AoE hero, and we do see Chaos Knight having obviously his ultimate, and for that you do need some AoE counter. We do have Magnus already and Gyrocopter, sure, but why not pick up a Lesh support, support AoE as well? I mean, it works.
And I'm thinking that Sand King is just, they're going for another like side lane carry, dual carry ban from KP with the long grid ban. And I'm thinking Sand King is just one of those heroes that can actually like really disrupt a CK Wisp gank.
Yeah.
Just that 2-man bar strike, into the Sandstorm, and then
maybe a Phantasm, maybe an Epicenter, yeah, true, yeah, and the Phantasm is not going to do a lot in that case as soon as Epicenter is popped.
And also, I mean, the what's it called? The debuff from Sand King is gonna.
You mean Caustic Final? Caustic Final.
The Caustic Final is actually done problematic for CK illusions, and there's gonna be Furion, like you said.
Oh, so they are going for a super aggressive lineup right here, and I do believe this is not going to be a Prophet that's just going to be farming 24/7. He is going to go for the ganks. We will see if he's actually going to opt for Midas. I mean, maybe that is their late game security in that case. We will see actually who's going to be playing him. I do believe that we have Eternal Enemy on the Chaos Knight.
Yeah, most likely it's going to be that dual lane, and it's going to be.
10 seconds.
I'm guessing some. Yeah, I'm guessing there's going to be mid hero. Hopefully something with a bit of a semi-carry potential right now.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that Queen of Pain maybe.
Yeah, maybe give him another try with the Queen of Pain, and maybe Arteez is going to come back and just show what he actually can do, because I have not seen a lot of huge plays by him. He had some nice hit trades in mid lane, but lost out to Kuruk. I almost would say big time, but Kuruk is a really outstanding mid player, so I guess it wouldn't be fair, right? Since Kuruk is one of the best mid players probably in the world nowadays, especially with Puck.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see Kuruk actually playing a Puck or of some sort against maybe something like a TA of IG or something, just to see some really epic. As we do see a Zeus being picked up. Holy Jesus! Actually, not holy Jesus, holy Zeus! Holy Zeus, man! So we're getting some holiness into those picks right there, and
that's some global power. Jesus, I mean the Furion, the CK Wisp, and the Zeus ulti to combo that off. Oh God! But I mean, how's that gonna work? The Magnus versus the Zeus? I mean, we've seen a lot of Skywrath picks these days.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing Zeus is a similar hero, like as far as like mid/late game goes. But I mean, in the early game, how's that gonna work out in the mid lane against the Magnus? I'm just thinking he might get completely out harassed by.
Yeah. Basically, I think he needs some really huge pull, and it is Arteezy gonna actually be playing that Zeus solo mid, so that is really nice. I do believe they need to pull him some tango and just give him almost like an instant bottle, so he just can spam out those. Oh my God! I actually have to go through the skills. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Arc lightning. To farm, I guess, because I think that is the way to actually sort of harass Magnus, and he's not going to bring Magnus down, obviously, right? I mean, Magnus is full HP here. What is he going to do at level 3, level 4? Nothing. So
and also that's the difference, big difference between Skywrath and Zeus. I mean, they both are strong nuclears, but Zeus really can't farm with his right clicks. I mean, Skywrath does have some decent right click damage, as well as some decent right click. I mean, decent animation. But Zeus really doesn't have that at all, and he's gonna need to be farming well with those arc lightnings.
So shout out to our viewer Pagist. He just basically said, "This is so fucking effing cheesy by KP," and I actually have to agree. It is sort of cheesy, right? Super aggressive early game or mid game ganking potential with that global potential you just said, and I'm gonna be interested if they're gonna actually be getting away with it, or if they are gonna get away with it. Actually, to be precise.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see it at level 6. I mean.
Level 6 is just gonna be like zap.
Zeus as well as that was TP.
Yeah.
And we didn't talk about the Tinker pick, but I guess it's a bit of a counter to that global movement. So
true, actually, yeah.
There's not gonna be much like global push coming out from. It's a great counter to the Furion, for example.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be like, well, we're gonna have to see how it plays out. I guess it's gonna be a offlane/jungle builder.
Yeah, probably, and he might be stacking his ancients even and just farming them then too. So it's gonna be Bulba playing the Tinker. He is famed for him and mostly goes for a dagger. We do see immediate offensive smoke by Fluff, just smoking himself actually, not smoking anybody else.
Yeah, I missed the X mic there with the smoke. There's gonna be a ward in the large camp here, so that's not gonna be. I'm guessing it's gonna be blocked right now. Right?
Yeah. Small and large camp are getting blocked for the Dire team, and that means that there's no XP, no pull opportunities for Wisp except for the normal pull camp. And I do believe that
also the Furion's gonna have a hard time farming.
Furion and Darkseer both are just gonna be like in some big trouble if there's a Trident bottom. However, we do not see Trident bottom. We do see Liquid TC on the hard carry Gyrocopter on bottom, facing up against the Darkseer, played by Bone 7. We will have Fluff rotating in as a Jakiro support.
Looks like a dual lanes here.
Yeah, it looks like dual lanes. I like it. I like it. Come With Me is gonna be playing. The Prophet is heading for his own woods. I hope he's gonna get another second thought on that one and just gonna go to the offensive woods because that's where he has to go. Kuraga's playing mid versus RTZ on the Magnus versus Zeus, and we do have Wisp being played by Pilodai and Eternal Envy on the CK, facing against a dual lane of Liquid. Shadow Demon on Ix Mike 88 of course, and 88, and Bulba is on a Tinker. So I do like this lane. You know, this reminds me of our theory crafting about dual lanes in competitive play, and it reminds me actually of our possible. You know, we were thinking about maybe something like old school Earthshaker as a stand back support to disrupt any goes on your primary farmer in that lane, and this is sort of what we see right now. Once again, Shadow Demon also one hero that can just disrupt any go and just make your the opposing Trident sort of suffer for any go and just waste a lot of resources.
Especially if it's a dual lane like this case. I mean, Furion's not going to be that effective. He has not gone for the fast Blast of Haste, so he does probably going to go for teleportation and going to go for some ganks soon, but it's still going to be dual lane for the first couple of minutes here.
Some poor micro by him, by the way. I mean, he's waiting till his... Yeah, I guess it's okay. I don't know. Well, anyway, continue.
But it still means that it's gonna be dual versus dual lane, and I mean...
We do see a top go on top lane, sorry, for interrupting you right there. Disruption into Ice Path, however, Pilodai is not the hero to go to since he has Tesla skill level 1 and it's just gonna go get out immediately, very easily.
Yeah, I was about to say that actually. I mean, there's not gonna be any kills coming from basically either team here because I don't think there's any, like you say, the disruption is so strong, it like shutting down those ganks from the those chaos bolts like in the first couple levels.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, they're not going to kill the CK with his high health, and they're not going to kill the Wisp with that tether. So I guess he's just going to be a semi-passive lane. But now that the Jakiro has rotated up here, I guess it's going to be a try versus dual lane, and that's going to be a bit more dangerous right now for KP.
Yeah, and this is going to leave the Liquid TC to just farm and harass Darkseer out of the lane with maybe some Flag Cannon, and it's basically going to be one pushing skill against another pushing skill, and both heroes are going to get some farm. However, Darkseer might opt out a little bit on XP. We will see how that's going to go. RTZ doing fine on mid lane, sitting at 14-1 versus 16-4 on Magnus. Obviously the nice hurt Zeus a little bit more, so Zeus just a tish ahead in XP. Nothing too serious though. And we are seeing him opting for one level of Arc Lightning and one passive, obviously to remove and to increase your damage output versus Kurok with your either the skill, either the Arc Lightning or the Thunderbolt. So that is some sort of pup skill build we see right here. So I guess pup skill build equals pro skill build. I like it. I'm gonna play Zeus now. No.
I'm expecting this to be fairly like. They're not going to be any kills, like compared to like a lane with the Black Queen of Pain in the puck. With that strong initiation, there's not going to be any kills here. Like they're just going to harass each other. They're going to bolt crow, and top lane there's a fight though. As you see, attack onto Eternal Enemy here. He's kept safe right now by the tether here with that bonus movement speed, and there's going to be a TP in as well by Come With Me. Her Breeze Line like Smite to pretty low HP, but looks like he's going to be fine. So
I guess both teams sort of lacking on communication right there, a little bit, right? Or was Eternal Envy not goable at all? It looked like he was about to drop and he had Soul Catcher on him as well.
I'm not sure. There was a lot of damage from the dual breath as well by the Jakiro, but well, once the laser and I mean once their spells have been popped off, there's not that much. There's not like a Nax you can just keep clicking away.
True, yeah.
So there's not like that finishing touch to their lineup.
Might see a go on mid lane. Nope, just some harass on RTZ with Shockwave and Illusions. So we'll check out bottom lane right now, just shortly rotating down the camera there. Gyrocopter sitting at 23 CS compared to 19 CS on Bone 7, so both are just farming up right there, and I'm just gonna leave this lane once again because it's way too boring to actually watch. As we do see initiation on top lane, just in that moment, disruption on Eternal Envy. Eternal Envy is trying to face to Reality Rift, is not Reality Rifting, just Chaos Bolting down the Tinker. However, Pylodile might be dropping as well, X-Mike dropping low, a lot of people going down, as we do see mid being picked off by Magnus. Wow, a lot of kills everywhere, CWM going down to fluffy stuff, fluffy stuff.
Stun.
Yeah, but not enough. Eternal Envy gonna get out, and we did see Magnus actually picking off a kill in mid lane versus Arteezy. Not using reverse polarity, by the way.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I was about to say about mid lane that, I mean, they were very even in last hits, but now Magnus is pulling far ahead, and I think that's just because he hit level 5. Once it's level 5, it's gonna be like third level of the shockwave, and he's gonna be farming so much easier than Arteezy, who is living his lightning bolt. And I mean, we see here why he doesn't pick up regularly, just because he's getting harassed now, and his lightning bolt isn't that safe of a farming tool compared to shockwave.
But I do believe once he turns level 6, Kurok has to play a little bit more defensive as well. Actually, no, the whole map has to play more defensive. Let me correct that. Ixmike is a low HP hero. Fluff is fairly tanky. I do say that, but Tinker is another hero that basically cannot show in a trial because one Chaos Ball, one Reality Rift, and maybe like a little tether.
And right now, Kurok's the problem here. On the mid lane, Kami TPing in, there's Skewer away, and there is no God's Wrath, or what it was called.
Not enough mana. Oh, that is unfortunate right there.
Yeah.
So
he was so low HP. He must have been down to about 100 HP there, Kurok, and that would have been enough for the Thunder God's Wrath to finishing off. Yeah, there is no mana on him, no battle as well.
Yeah, but we do see a 2-second Chaos Ball on Kurok, and Kurok actually dropping the reverse polarity defensive.
But there's the Thunder God's Wrath.
Nice, there we go, there's the ultimate. We see it the first time. Zeus' Wrath is just thundering, man. I would like to play AC/DC's Thunder just this moment. Thunder! No.
Okay, I don't know. Might scare away some viewer.
Okay, I'm sorry for that. We do see a disruption coming up by Ixmike88 on Eternal Envy. Eternal Envy might be dead, however. Chaos Bolt being dropped right before it. Dual Breath and some auto attacks off the tower are going to bring him down in this case. So overstaying is welcome.
Yeah, right. That Dual Breath as well as the Soul Catcher. It works so well together, just with that DOT being buffed up by the Soul Catcher. Yeah. And it's going to be an easy kill. As we see, I mean, it's Wisp farming on the top lane right now. I don't know what the point is with this, but
well, I guess the point is level 6, I suppose. That could be the only reason for that. I mean, they are still sitting at a Wisp who's level 4, almost hitting level 5, and they do need that level 6 really fast. But giving him the farm, I don't know about that one. He should definitely reach XP. I
mean, Eternal Envy, he just ran bot now. Like, he ran to the tier 3 tower bot, and then he just, okay, no, I'm gonna top instead.
Really?
He feels, I don't know what's going on here, but he feels a bit, like, indecisive, and it's like, he ran bot, and then just, no TP, nothing, onto top lane.
That is really odd. Normally you do not see what, that is an interesting Iron Shell by Bone 7. On the creep that is gonna get focused next? Nope, no creep left. So never mind. Okay. I'm just getting lost in details right here. So TC picking up a face boot, not opting for a threats into drums, so he will maybe go face boots into drums or just rush the Shadow Blade. I do feel that he might be able to do that because I don't think that there's anything that can contest him on that bottom lane right now unless there's a really nice clean rotation from some support. And
I guess the only problem with the Shadow Blade is the Zeus lightning.
That is true. That is true.
It's not a huge problem, but it's.
No, I agree. But do you think that that Eurocopter is looking for fights in the next couple of minutes? Because I feel like, especially with the Tinker pick, they do not need him necessarily. The Gyrocopter is. Do they? Maybe.
I think that the big thing is just gonna be I think he picked up the face boost just to be able to be mobile. He's gonna see that Wisp TP. Coming in, and he's going to be able to phase away, and probably he's going for that claim.
Good point, actually. You're right, yeah.
And I mean, now they're going to have to not only commit the CK Wisp TP, but they're also going to have to commit that Dust as well. And with that movement speed from Shadow Blade as well as face boots, he's going to be hard to catch even with the CK Wisp TP.
Yeah, I really like that point actually. That max movement speed with, well, not max movement speed, but that movement speed with face boots, and there we see relocate coming up right in this moment, and there's this immediately disruption and the safety P Kurok dropping out the Shockwave, and Eternal Envy is actually hitting really hard, and Zeus Ultimate doing work right there. Ixmike in some problem, however Pylodile is going to go down before anything is going to be dropped. Bone 7 dropping a wall, Ixmike is going to get harassed a little bit, however Eternal Envy is already getting the frick out of there, and not going to get a kill on this Ike's Mike. It seemed like a nice initiation, especially with that Zeus, and that was the first time we saw the combination coming out from Kai-P. But who was missing definitely in that case was the Prophet for sure.
Yeah, both the Prophet and Darkseer did come in a bit late into the engagement. I feel like they could have coordinated that better. Just getting that Fury on in, maybe even coming it up with a Breath of Nature.
Yeah.
For that extra damage, and also having Darkseer run in, like he ran in once CK was already fleeing.
Yeah.
And if he would have come in like right as the fight began, like had that. Because things right now was like the call down, the disruption, everything, right? If they had the vacuum into the wall right after that,
yeah.
I think the fight would have gone entirely differently.
Yeah, I agree as well.
It's a win for Liquid.
Yeah.
And I mean, we see right away the defensive abilities of Liquid paying off here.
Yeah.
The call down just to keep them away.
And Korok with the TP, right?
Yeah, and Korok with TP. I didn't know. Did he drop off the reverse?
Yeah, he dropped off the. Wait, did he?
It did not, I think.
No, he did not. It's not in CD and it's 2 minutes. So yeah, I guess he didn't drop it off. I thought I saw the animation, but maybe not. Maybe not. I guess.
Might even have cancelled it.
Yeah, but he dropped to Chaos Knight, so I guess he just didn't get it off.
Yeah.
Or I don't even know, man. I don't remember. We do see another gang coming in by Eternal Enemy. Oh man, you take over.
Okay, sure, I'll take over. The Kevin tower really badly. Iceman does get stunned off by the Titan here. There's another TP coming in. Disruption onto the Darkseer right here. Behind the tower, and looks like he's gonna go down. In the back of the play, as well, Zeus is gonna go down. And wow, so many kills. Either way,
oh man.
Right now. And there's a huge dive still going on by KP, and it's.
Booba almost kills off double. Oh damn.
So close that Martian is nearly killing off the move. Actually, it's gonna be another dive here. Fight by going in.
And Eternal Enemy is gonna drop as well?
Yeah.
No.
So that's gonna be a 4 for 3 trade, I guess? Yeah.
Yeah.
In the 4 for 3 and some like about 200 HP remaining on the KP hero.
So, since Chaos Knight has to go back to base, could we say that actually was more or less even since CK is wasting so much time there?
Well,
I mean, KP got one more kill, but you know, man, that fight, Jesus. Was Zeus even on the bottom lane? No, he wasn't, right? He only popped ultimate.
Yeah, but he did go down to the Magnus, so I'm guessing there was something in the mid lane. I was trying to call out what happened there, but I didn't. I saw people dying, I was reading the chat, and I was like, wait, what's happening here? Right now, on the mid lane, lightning bolts some huge damage to Korok, but well, it's not enough to kill him off.
Man, I do swear, that was just... I was not able to contact that crap, I mean, but what we do realize in this case, obviously CK really strong, and they're just going in without a relocate in that case, just tethering up and with an immediate stun followed up by the Dark Rift? Dark Rift? Reality Rift? Reality Rift, I think it's called, right? Reality Rift, yep, Reality Rift. And after that, I mean, any hero who gets caught by that with a follow-up Chaos Bolt just most likely goes
another
down.
relocated in Bubbles can go straight down. Wow. And here's the Kiro as well. He might be in trouble here. No Eternal Enemy taking huge damage from the tower here. There's a macro bar drop as well. Eternal Enemy is gonna go down. Is he? No, there's some huge heal from Twilight. And the TP's gonna come back into the base. Or where is it going? Yeah, it's going to back bot lane.
And CWM is actually chasing the Jakiro. Might be going down to some last hits in this case. They're dual. Oh my god, one more last hit. And he's gonna TP. Oh, he's gonna be fine. Wow.
That's a huge pick from KP right now. I mean, we're talking about Tinker as a combo to the globalness, but right now we see the CK Wisp being a counter to that Tinker. I mean, as soon as Tinker TPs to lane, okay, there's CK Wisp there, and I mean, he dropped so fast. That was a 4-second Chaos Ball, and with the damage added from the, I'm not sure if there was, there was an overcharge from the Eye, so that's...
Nice snack by Prophet. Prophet TPs in, knows there is a deny, and last hits the tower of course. Nice creep blocking as well. There's, however, a respirator being dropped on both. Arteezy being sort of low on mana right there. He's going to try to get Korok down, however he might be dying because Soul Catcher is hitting on him, and there is a disruption right in that moment. Actually, did he just dodge his own purge by that Shadow disruption?
No, damage to stealth anyway.
Yeah? Okay, oh yeah, true. Yeah,
of disruption.
Okay, yeah.
The
yeah, I remember Shadow Poison does stack as well, so I had my bad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But well, here we see the problem with Zeus as well. I mean, he's like, he might go in for that kill, but he's gonna be so careful about his positioning. As a Queen of Pain, you can still do that thing. You can blink in, you can finish someone off with that Screen of Pain, you can blink out again. With the Zeus, you don't have that option. You really gotta be more careful about how you play. And well, this time RTC is too aggressive.
Yeah.
Because I guess he went in to finish off the Magnus, right? And it didn't pay off.
Yeah, didn't at all. We do see rotation in by Liquid. They're going to contest this tower, as there are 4 heroes lined up by KP as well Zeus is here, however, actually has his ultimate, and they do deny the tower and are going to try to go back. Nope, not going to go back in this case. There's the ultimate. Immediately, Ike's Might going down. Macropyre dealing huge damage on Dial and Eternal Envy. Wall, however, is being dropped as well. And Tinker goes down, Darkseer goes down as well. There's the relocate offensively. No, actually defensive. I don't even know what, but anyways, it's basically killing off a lot of heroes. A lot of return kills in this game. Yeah, so much damage. Shockwave killing off Nature's Prophet, and right after that, CK killing off the Magnus. And so overall, we definitely have a win for KP, even though the tower did get denied by Liquid. But man, that relocate was really nice as well. I mean, Macropyre basically split the whole team of KP because Eternal Envy and Wisp both opted out to go out of the Macropyre to the left. However, really nice relocate by Pilodai because he just relocated back to the right and secured some more kills for Eternal Envy. And Eternal Envy might actually be able to carry this after getting a lot of kills, sitting at 516, has basically no farm, 34 CS, but you know, basically playing like a gunner with Drag, just getting kills and, you know, fuck assets.
Yeah, he does have his drums ready, he's gonna go for that on it, most likely. And I'm thinking, I mean, what we saw there was like, there was a nice deny by the hero, like playing very well near the tower there. But they didn't realize once the tower's down, what we're doing now. And they really didn't have any like escape plan.
Yeah. Which
meant, I mean, with the CQ Wisp, they can just TP in or even just walk in and go for those kills. And in this team fight, like I said, there was so much AoE damage. I mean, it's we saw the Nature's Wrath from Furion as well as the Sonic God's Wrath from Zeus. So it's two godly ultimates there.
Too godly, coming from heaven.
Doing so much damage. Yeah, from heaven, doing so much damage and like comboed off with a CQ Wisp, just walking in and.
So I just stream sniped my own chat, and actually a nice point one viewer is making is that they do need a force staff to help out Zeus. That is actually true. Zeus is getting focused down and he's dropped every single fight as the first hero, and that's really not what you want to have on a solo mid hero that has so much burst damage coming out of him.
Yeah,
and with a force staff,
yeah, instead of a force staff.
Yeah, okay. Well, that is good. But as we do see Burst Polarity being dropped on our TC being screwed back, there is an offensive relocate by Eternal Envy and Pilodai, and TC might be going down to that. There is a nice ball vacuum combination coming out of Bone 7 and Kurok not being able to deal any damage. Macropyre dealing some nice damage, however, it's not going to be enough at all, and Bulba is going to get away, it looks like.
The CQ is working again, and they're going to be TPing actually behind Bulba here. Bulba might be problem here.
Bulba is in trouble, yep.
You know, that's a TP, he's going to stun off the KS bomb. That's going to be another kill. That's a complete wipe once again by KP here. So CK Wisp just doing so much work here. I mean, Liquid can't go for an aggression. They find the solo RTZ here, but like they really can't go for that kind of aggressive pace.
So you know what? I just realized maybe Zeus doesn't even need a force set because he's just gonna be the sacrificial lamb all over. Just gonna drop his ultimate and die, and then just eternal like raped by Darkseer and actually Eternal Envy. And the one thing about Darkseer that really has hit me a lot is he opted for a wall at level 9 already. I mean, that is the one thing that actually is turning out to be really nice. Darkseer adapting to the playstyle of KP, so he's actually playing a pretty fairly aggressive Darkseer, right? I mean, normally we see Darkseer picking off his first level in wall with level 10 or 11, just because of the vacuum range not being maxed out too early on.
But I mean, with this playstyle that Liquid's opted for, they're going for really 5-man fights, and I mean, with that wall is really countering that 5-man style from Liquid right now. Because we see like 3-4-man wall vacuums like in 2 fights in a row here, I think. And CK does have its own finished, as Liquid's now pushing mid tower.
Yeah. And really, the graph just dipping towards Dire side by so much, 7,500 XP and gold difference, going in favor of KP. And yeah, margin of machine harass is going out. But you know, it's gonna be fine. They're not gonna get a tower right now at this moment. I do believe that they're gonna be able to contest this. Is there gonna be a relocate right there? Pilodai and Eternal Envy are basically camping right there on their own ancient. And Prophet actually popping the ultimate right there. Is it gonna hit on all the people? Yep. Are they gonna actually offensively go with the Nature's Prophet? Nope.
Has it been first Mecha Ghost or anything like that on the Liquid side?
Actually, yeah, it's gonna be built up by Fluff and stuff. It's still 150 gold short.
And there's mech on the Darkseer, correct? Yeah.
Yep.
So well, right now I'm thinking that, I mean, Magnus does have his Blink Daggers, soon gonna have his Arcane Boost as well. And I'm just thinking like, what will happen right now? Will Liquid want to keep going for that 5-man like 5 strategy again? Out for them. I mean, CK Wisp is just countering that so hard, and they're just gonna be 2-manning here waiting for opportunities to gank.
Yep.
And I'm thinking maybe Liquid just gonna play defensive right now. Use the Tinker to like for his defensive capabilities, and just farm this gyrocopter up for the next engagement, and then try to get like a huge like defensive RP instead of that aggressive RP they're using previously.
Yeah, they might really need to do that because CK has picked up his armlet already, and that basically means that he has his core item just right there, buffing his illusions by so much. And Paladin having Vladimir's up for the CK as well. Nice support going out by him, so he's not even opting for the typical Urn of Shadows to heal up anybody with the tether. He's just going all in on the Chaos Knight right there, and the way
that any damage he deals, it's transferred to the tether, right?
Yeah.
Like with lives here.
Actually, correct.
That's an interesting interaction.
That is interesting as well. Yeah, indeed.
But I guess he's not gonna steal because he's still a range hero, so never mind that.
That is actually true as well. I'm getting talked by into stuff by you like a lot right now. Man, I need to think again. Jesus. Cutting off my brain right there. But yeah,
it could have been it. Maybe you should go for Helmet Dominator instead.
Helmet Dominator was valid for sure right now.
Or Mask of Madness, why not?
Mask of Madness, yeah, I do like that. Ultimate troll item on support. Okay, Fluff and Stuff has his mechanism up, so I guess they even out at least the heal burst that was coming out of KP. But I do believe that, you know, whoever Wisp was tethered to, that actually he doesn't have mecha, right? No, so never mind that. We do see a relocate coming in. TC is getting hit by ultimate, so he's gonna be seen anyways. There is a dust actually as well, and there's a counter call down in this case. CWM did work pretty aggressive. He's caught up from the whole team. And while Eternal Envy is getting hit by his own illusions that were created from disruption, CWM has to back out right there, and the gank basically gets nullified, and nothing really happens except for a top push.
Eternal Envy did pop his ultimate for some reason. I don't know why. He just popped it and ran away.
Yeah, that was.
Sure what that was about.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking here that, I mean, we see them win 5-on-5 fights before, but what they don't have is that huge like Liquid do have the RP to just start off a fight straight away, have blink with the RP, and I mean KP don't really have that kind of huge like 5-man installation. They have a CK Wisp with TP in, but there's no like huge AoE stun apart from Darkseer, and that's most likely not going to be like the initiation they're looking for. And that means the KP are having a bit of a hard time finding these fights they want right now, as Liquid don't put into the same bad position anymore.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how this is going to go. The next 5 or 10 minutes are basically going to be more or less game deciding, just because Wisp is not going to scale that hard anymore. I mean, he has used his relocate multiple times, and by now he's going to scale less with the relocates, in my opinion, just because Bulba is going to be getting more farm, Groove is going to have his BKB up soon, and there's going to be not a lot to get them down. And CWM actually is getting reverse polarity, and I'm going to go down to a call out, and actually there's no detection.
And you guys are countering this issue right now. Once again, Eternal Envy disruption onto Gyrocopter here, but there's some huge damage being dealt by Eternal Envy onto X-Mech here with his right clicks, but and there's finally the dust now from Eternal Envy, I guess, to find the Gyrocopter, but he's gonna be fine, and they're just gonna be backing up right here, as Relocate is still ready, and there's a deny also to the tower, so I'm not sure who won from that trade. There's 5 people on the bot lane from both teams right now, and there's a deny on the tower, so I guess it's a small win for Liquid right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I do feel that Come With Me needs to be aware right now of those goals, because they're expecting it, and they have a Tinker, BOT, and they're just going to be in any lane really fast. I mean, he has a silent stick up, so that's going to counter the Tinker really hard, as well as the Magnus, actually, to be honest, up until his BKB. But him solo pushing, he needs to, although it works both sides, right? I mean, yes, he needs to care, but on the other hand, Eternal Envy and Paladai, who has been hugging Eternal Envy for the last part, we do see an offensive relocate into mid lane right there, and Paladai is not taking CK with him, so CK is left at home, and Paladai is just going to be like, okay, WTF.
That's I'm not sure they really wanted to go for that really, because there were 5 people gathered, and Darkseer's on top lane, Zeus was running away from the rune spot. And I'm not sure really they wanted that 5-on-5 fight.
I guess they backed out of it in the last second.
But maybe Eternal just ran away for the tether.
But the point I wanted to make is basically, yes, Come With Me has to care, but on the other hand, Eternal Envy and Wisp can be there at any point, and maybe it even works as a bait. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, how are they gonna start to play? It's on the top lane. By Bone, there's trouble here. There's gonna be disruption into Guy's path, and that's gonna be an easy kill. going the way of actually Ice Might picking up that kill. But I was about to say that, I mean, maybe they really want to take those fights where there is an initiation onto maybe the Zeus or the Furion, and they can follow up with a Seek Wisp TP.
Yeah.
And looks like it's going to be some sort of... Well, never mind, there's not going to be any trade of any kind, there's going to be just a free top tower for Liquid.
Yeah, they definitely can. I mean, punishing the free kill right in that moment, and is there going to be actually relocate? No, are they looking for Roche with Vladimir's? I guess they can, right? Overgrowth being popped, Nature's Prophet is coming in, yep. So, some free Treants being dropped just in this moment, and the question is, can Liquid be there on time? I don't think they can, and this is a free Roshan for a free tower, so I guess it's a nice trade.
And also this moment where, I mean, without a huge RP, I guess you could get a huge RP in the Roche pit. But if they don't get that, I mean, a 5-on-5 fight is dangerous right now, with the Zeus ultimate as well as Fury ultimate, and the CK being in his prime right now. He's soon level 2, so level 16 as well, and his illusion is going to be really fat at that point.
I like the item choice of Zeus. He's not actually going for the drum, he's actually opting for a Reveal of Discord, and that's just going to give him some nice burst damage right there. But still, he has the problem of being really squishy, and he needs to beware of that. In every single fight, he just needs to stand back, drop his ultimate, and maybe come in afterwards. And that's the one thing he hasn't been able to do right now. But Eternal Envy was cleaning up for him, so it's still working out to some degree. But you know, mid laner being level 13, and let's check Eternal Envy. What is he? Level 15. You know, you can see he's really not on hype with the Magnus, who's already level 14 and almost, I think, dropping, yeah, almost level 15. So.
And I also think that KP might be starting to have some problems with like, they might start to realize the problem with the lineup. I mean, it is very mid-game oriented, and I mean, with the counter push they have in form of Korok, it was okay. There's a TP here on the bot lane onto Fluffy, and he's gonna drop so quickly, and they're just gonna be going up. Actually, go for the next kill at Ian. I expect really low HP. He's gonna get disrupted himself here, and that might be enough to KP's gonna TP out here. Actually, going the way of Envy.
Yeah, and Paladin decides to let Eternal Envy just farm it away right there and not take him back home, and they're just going to continue to pressure mid lane now, and they definitely can. Has there been a buyback by... Nope, no buyback, right? No. Yeah. So, free tower, and I guess Kaipi still probably leading by a lot. Wow. Okay, I didn't realize it's that huge of a difference. I realized that it was 7k at some point. Well, man, look at that graph. Holy Jesus, 15,000 both sides. So,
and I'm guessing it's because of that. Like, I mean, Liquid don't feel like they can farm anywhere.
Yeah, you mean they're basically holding hands and cuddling?
Yeah, just because of the CK was. I mean, I was about to say that. I mean, KP running into problems just because of the Korok anti-push, as well as the Tinker, of course. And I mean, they feel like they need to finish fast. They're going for that Beal of Discord. Just for that extra like huge burst in the team fights, winning team fights, going for those wrecks as soon as possible, because like in 20 minutes, in 30 minutes, I mean TC is getting slightly fat, I guess. His Shadowblade is with BKB, not huge for 27 minutes Gyrocopter by any means, but I mean still something. And in 20 minutes. And
we do see a relocate on top lane. Bulba is being ulted by Zeus, but they're not going to make the go for it, because they would have to dive way too far, and they're just gonna hit the tower a bit and then just go back with the tether.
Yeah, and I'm guessing it's gonna be hard to talk about the game right now, because it games all the time.
Yeah.
There's Dustin to come with me right now, and he's disrupting as well. And this might be the death to come with me, as there's a nice path, and the laser is gonna be enough. Actually, Magnus Shockwave is gonna clear him up. Just there's gonna be engagements coming all the time, just because of the 60-second. Actually, it's still a 75-second CD on the relocate. But,
yeah, he's level 16.
He's been using it constantly in the past couple of minutes.
So I guess he's doing a really nice job using this Wisp to its full potential in this case. But he is, I mean, yeah, he's doing what he has to do. He's hugging Eternal Envy 24/7, using overcharge now and then, and yeah, this Eternal Envy.
He didn't have the BKB before, did he? He just bought it.
Nope, he just bought it, yeah. So that means he's buffing his illusions a little bit more. However, BKB does show which one is a real one. I guess it's not too much of a big deal, because they have so much AoE on the Radiant side that it will show immediately when he's in the fight anyways, who they would have to focus. BKB giving him some nice survivability.
Yeah, and question is now just for KP, like, how did he go high ground against Tinker and Magnus?
Not at all, probably.
Do that. Yeah, and question is, will they just farm? Will they just I guess they do have huge control over the Radiant side jungle, but is it enough to actually keep them ahead in this game? I guess it is just with a huge advantage they have, like gold-wise, but there's gonna be a point I think when when Liquid are gonna start catching up.
Yeah, for sure. Especially Kurok picking up his BKB in this case, so he's gonna get his reverse polarity for sure. I'm not gonna drop TC, as you said, has his BKB. Ixmac, however, I do feel that Arcane is not enough right now. He needs to opt for some Bracer or something just to get a little bit.
Yeah, maybe even a Cloak.
Yeah, or Cloak actually is a nice pickup. I mean, Zeus is just gonna shred the support at some point. At the latest when he's level 16, it's just gonna rip basically half of the XP of Ixmac. Fluff and Stuff is tanky enough and has the mechanism, so I guess he's decent, looking decent right now. But item-wise, I do feel that...
But he only has this 4 staff.
Yeah.
Didn't really know he was that. I thought it was gonna be farming better, but guess he, well, hasn't been using that full farming potential. Been staying a lot with the team.
And he died 5 times, and he can't really use his BOT to farm. So I guess in that sense the pick is now working out, since he is gonna get gold by the relocate of Wisp immediately, right?
There's actually a smoke up behind here, behind the push here from Liquid, and let's see how it works out. There's a Shiva Squad actually picked up by Darkseer. He's gonna do huge damage with that kind of goes so much damage. Tingles goes down straight away. Shad Demon's down as well. Fluff taking so much damage right now from CK. Here actually finally the RP. He's gonna be on highlight. He's gonna go down, but that's still 3 for 1 right now, and the bonus still fighting here. TC low HP. He's gonna fight with me, but he's gonna go down. One huge trip there. That's a triple.
Do you see that? That was well played by Zeus. I actually like that Zeus is dropping his ultimate every single time. In like when the fight starts, you saw Magnus basically hiding on the right hand side and trying to dagger in after the like backstabbing Kai-P. But with the ultimate he couldn't backstab, and he had to activate BKB hiding in the woods where he blinked before and not getting out basically. And after that
was 1-man RP I think onto Paladai, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that was a 1-man Paladai RP, and even though Eternal Envy was stuck in the woods because of his rally rift from before, they still wiped them. I mean, this is not looking good for Liquid right now.
Yeah, and they might even go high ground on here. Or what do you think? There's a Fury push on something that's gonna TP out. And Seek is moving up here. He doesn't have the ultimate anymore, but still dealing some damage to this tower. And I'm guessing they're gonna just deal some damage until the Gyrocopter is back up and then fall back maybe. There's Ice Battle, and he doesn't have any the Aegis anymore. I think I'll pop the EKB. That's probably Trogmatic. But Bonus taking so much damage. Disruption. Gonna save him for now, but actually, can maybe be picked up here by that Purge. And can we might be in trouble as well? Is there dust? Yes, there is a dust.
There is a dust. There's the chase right there. Disruption is still 5 seconds on CD, so they're gonna have to use the rockets of Tinker. That's gonna be enough for sure. There's the offensive TP in with Arteezy, the squishy Zeus, and the squishy Wisp are making a run for it right now. Basically just.
I guess that was a risky mission onto Arteezy. I'm not sure because.
I think Arteezy was like, what? No, I want to go. Man, so yeah.
I'm thinking that was. I just felt like that was so aggressive. Play by KP in a bad sense.
I mean,
why go high ground? So I mean, they did get the tower actually, but
yeah,
not sure if death on Eternal Envy is worth it at this point.
I mean, what they can do now at any point is just go and try to split push with Prophet, and at some point just TP bottom with the Prophet and take the Rax while there's a huge fight somewhere else. They always have that option, especially with a Prophet who has Sheep up, Silence up, and a Shadow Blade up. As we do see the next engagement right there. Holy.
I expect just straight away, just call that onto 4 people here. That's indeed damage. I need 2-man RP. Arteezy might be in trouble here. Does pick up, get picked up by Kurok here. And actually looks like it's Liquid pulling ahead in this fight. Darkseer is down as well. And Kurok right now,
Come with me is actually dealing damage now. Wow. Yeah. Silence on Kurok, and there is the overcharge buff on Prophet. Prophet just dealing huge damage. There's going to be the Reality Rift. Is there going to be the stun? 2-second chaos. Nice trigger of Armlet. He's going to be bringing down TC. Really nice fight in the end overall. However, there's Bulba again. He's going to be hunting for all of the heroes. However, he's not going to find Prophet or Eternal Envy. They're even looking to make a counter goal. Are they going to make the counter goal? There's this one Reality Rift they need. No, they're not going to make the goal. So never mind that.
All these fights, just people ending up with like 10% HP left, like in every single engagement in this game. It was a 4 for 3 fight, right? With that really well played with the Armor Toggle by Eternal Envy while man fighting with TC. He did Armor Toggle there, and that kept him alive. So
well played by him.
Well played to Eternal Envy there, and I'm guessing he's gonna go for a heart now, or is he just gonna go for the AC? It's gonna be heart, picking up the Reaver straight away, or maybe even the Satanic. What do you think?
Satanic, yeah, would work too. I guess in that case he's not that dependent on the Wisp, who's adding a lot to him, but you know, actually Wisp, is he going for BKB? Holy, I mean, Did you see a Wisp with a BKB and Treads and Vladimir's in the game? I haven't so far. I mean,
No.
that is some stacked Wisp right there. Just getting a lot of kills out of the combination, I suppose.
Yeah, it's been really working so well for them this game, and I guess it keeps doing so. I mean, they did win the fight once again, and it just comes down to, I mean, the huge damage right to start the fight. That Shiva's card into Thunder God's Wrath. I mean, Mike is dead by just the combination.
Yeah, every single fight, and even though Zeus drops immediately after that, more or less, he's not surviving a long time. But that veal into the like 2 to 3 spells they're actually dropping is quite enough to bring down supports and dish out some nice damage to. Well, not Kurok, I guess, since he has BKB and TC, but you know, in general, just to Jakura and the rest of the team.
The thing is, as they always do it in the beginning of the fight, that BKB is not going to be popped off, and if it is, I mean, they're not going to have it later in the fight.
That's true.
And that just means that the damage from Zeus is actually being dished up just because he pops it straight off in the beginning of the fight.
And I have to point out once again, Arteezy is using his ultimate in every single engagement right at the start, just to get Kurok off to, like, just denying his Blink Dagger for 3 more seconds, not allowing him to counter react immediately. So basically Kurok is every single time he's hiding, but that global Thunder's, what is it actually called? What is his ultimate called? Thunder God's Wrath. Okay, fine. So basically let's just call it
Zeus ulti.
Zeus ulti. Yeah, let's just call it Zeus ulti. Every single time just used as a perfect basically combo breaker of Liquid's initiation of Kurok. I mean, he has BKB, but using BKB just to maybe take a wild guess on initiation by KP, not going to work out at all. I mean, basically, charges are dropping low as well, so I don't know. It's going well. I like the pick.
And something you said about the Furion, that he's dealing damage. Well, he is dealing damage as that Orchid as well as the Side of Ice right now, and 2.3k gold. Yeah. And
might is paying off.
And they're going for that next Aegis right now. And with that, I think they're going to go for Rex on bot lane. I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah, I mean, they can. They're the 20,000 in the lead, EXP and gold-wise. So both graphs are just dipping steadily towards the dire side, even more and more. And I don't see any items coming up on Liquid right now which could prevent this. I mean, they could always opt for the Divine Rapier on TC, just go all in. I mean, if there's nothing left to lose, why not do that in that case?
Yeah, I think what they need pretty much now is this, like, they really need, RP has been used like for 1 or 2 targets right now. He needs that RP onto the CK. That's their only option now.
Yeah.
They need the RP on the CK, they need the BK on the TC. You can just stand and keep doing damage to those illusions
exactly.
and to the CK.
Basically, Liquid needs to find a 5-man fight and initiate it, basically. And the one thing they have looking up for is Bulba's Sheepstick. It's still a while away, but once that is up, that might help a little bit more. However, I do fear that Darkseer is going to be opting for one as well now. I don't know why he has the casual Vitality booster picked up. I hope he's not going to be building a Road of Adders or something silly like that. Because that's not going to
I'm pretty sure he's going to go for his stack now. Okay. I mean, he's really stacked as well. They're so stacked on all of the heroes. Yeah. And it's just, I'm not sure if they've been, I mean, they do have a lot of CS, but it's just winning these 5, like, usually in the fights, like in the standard game, you don't see 5-man wipes, and that's been happening all of the time for KP onto Liquid right now. And I guess that's part of why there's so much gold on all.
There is the defensive initiation with the Shivas into a vacuum back, and ultimate is being dropped, and Fluff already almost dead within the turn any last, and Fluff popping the mechanism is going to go down immediately though. And Come With Me is actually shipping up Kurok. However, there might be counter going now by Kurok. If Kurok is going to actually go and blink in and use his BKB charge, no, they're not going to do anything right now. Just going to defend the Rex for now. And I mean, overall, I guess it was not too bad of a fight. I mean, they forced the buyback out of Fluff, got a kill.
Yeah,
and
I still think they like pulled ahead with that fight, but I mean, they did pop the wall in a bit of an unfortunate situation. They dived so far that the wall didn't really do that much difference.
Yeah.
If they popped it right at the Rex, I think KP could have gone for that Rex. But right now, as it stands with the wall way back, I think they felt like they had to drop back and wait for the next set of ultimates. And that's not going to be long away. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's 60 seconds, it's 40 seconds, yeah. It's pretty much up in all the ultimates. And
what do you think is going to be coming up on Prophet? Is he going to go for an AC to buff those illusions, or is he going to go for his sole single attack DPS build, maybe something like it does later to push in? Although I do believe something in the direction of an MKB would give him more damage output, just to maybe even use the opportunity to push a Rax if they go for another lane. Or do you think he's actually...
there's basically 2 options. I mean, Furion, you gotta realize there's not going to be any more. I mean, they're not going to be able to focus him at all in the fights. They're going to have to focus on the CK, they're going to have to focus on the Zeus dealing damage. Darkseer is always going to be the front lines, so Furion's going to have free room to deal damage in the fights, right?
Yep.
and for that reason, he might just go for the MKB, just counter that like coming up. I'm guessing there's going to butterfly at some point on the TC. So why not the MKB? But I'm also thinking at AC just for that. I mean,
Buffing those
still
illusions.
stands. I think it still stands that they need to start getting Rex soon,
Yeah.
or Liquid are gonna like come back into this game in the very late game, and for that reason, I think AC just for that extra push power might be a better choice.
Yeah.
Or even Desolator, why not?
Really.
But that's both.
We do see another initiation right there. Zo's ultimate being dropped once again. Kurok is actually disabled with his Green Dagger, and
this time they're not diving, they're going for Rex.
no, they're just going for Rex, and they got to pick up on Ice Mike immediately with initiation, and Eternal Envy actually standing a little bit.
But it does have Aegis and Heart.
Yeah.
Here's
Nice reverse polarity.
Eternal Envy this time. It's gonna be screwed back all the way into space. That's gonna be killed by Bone. As well as Artesis is going down as well, and the Aegis pop. But there's a lot of damage being dealt. That come with me while this is happening, and I think
Artesis might actually survive this. Yep, Artesis is surviving this. Chaos Knight actually coming back with full HP and getting a kill on the Magnus. However, Proc is dropping to Tinker's basically rearm combination of rockets. And they're actually opting to go back in. I don't know why exactly, because they had the mini Rex. I don't think they need to range Rex, but they're just going in for it anyways. And there's the Mia TP by Ice Mike who just respawned. Boba is on the hunt as well as TC and Fluff. They're actually gonna go counter goal right there. Nice Phantasms being dropped. TC almost dying.
That is in this Shadow Blade.
Yeah, no detection right there. Getting another kill on the supports. However, supports are melting anyway so fast. It doesn't even matter right now. What matters is that TC got away for, you know.
Well, for now, I mean, they might just go for mid tower now. With all this, I mean, is he coming me by anything? No, he's got 4 to go. They're just gonna go for mid tower right now.
Yeah, Magnus is not there anyways. And the one thing that actually was going for Liquid in last fight was that 3-man reverse polarity and that was a huge reverse polarity with a skewer back into.
But I mean, with the Aegis and everything, actually, wow, nice damage with this Soul Catch on Enemy, and he's gonna go back straight away. There's a TP in here by Palai, who did TP out before, and I guess Nsiki just gonna run all the way to mid lane. Bubble does buy back on this Tinker here, but in the meantime, I mean, KP just finishing off his Rex in mid lane, and the question is, can they? Well, they're gonna back up right now.
Yeah. Rocket is gonna be chasing Bone 7. CWM just 3-hitting a rocket away, and yeah, I guess that's it right there. And we do have a potential BKB coming up on Paladite just in this moment. He's sitting at 2,700. He needs like 300 more, no, 250 more, and he will have his BKB. Bone 7 is sitting at a Blink Dagger right there, so that's his initiation. We have seen him turn on his Surge multiple times to initiate with a Vacuum and a couple with a relocation with Eternal Enemy. Now they don't need the relocation necessarily. They can just get Darkseer, go in with a Blink Dagger, with a wall, maybe possibly a Vacuum of 5 people into the wall, and that possibly might just be what they need to just finish them off for good now.
No, I know I've said it, but can we pick up MKB here?
He did? Oh, okay, he did, yeah.
So he's going for that single damage, and I think it's true. I mean, we saw in the previous fight that while there was so much nation with that, you know, the RP onto 3 people, Kamui with me was outside that and just dealing damage all of the fight.
Okay,
and
so yeah.
with this MKB, that's going to be so much more now, and he's probably going to sell his Midas for, I'm guessing that's later, or AC. But I'm thinking maybe Come With Me wants to go for the AC right now. No, of course, I'm meaning Temlemi might go for the AC.
Yeah, as we do see a pause coming out. Probably some lag issues. Romanian internet. Shout out to Bone 7 and Come With Me.
I think that's appropriate actually.
No,
I think Romania internet is fine.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just trolling. Okay, fine. Not appropriate to stream this. No.
No. Okay, sure. I'm thinking. What's Liquid gonna do right now? What's their way?
I mean, what can they do? They need to wait for that butterfly on Eurocopter and go for Divine afterwards, in my opinion. Because as you saw last fight, I mean, yeah, CK can melt, but only if he has a Soul Catcher on him and is getting focused. But other than that, he's just too survivable. And with the Flag Cannon and a possible Divine Rapier, I do think that they can melt down the illusion so fast and just deal out damage to everybody on the team. There are no Ghost Scepters up on the team of Kaipi so far, so I do think, actually there is one, as I do say it, Zeus actually picked up one, so I guess, yeah, but still, the point remains, I do think that Butterfly is nice to actually evade some critical hits by CK, but yeah. I do think that he needs more damage than afterwards. He needs to go for a Divine Rapier. And, you know, every Gyro pick actually has a pot. That's one thing with Gyro picks. Gyro picks always are sort of ballsy in the regard that most of the times you get into a situation or you're thinking about a Divine Rapier, and the hero just suits so well with a Divine Rapier that it's always a possibility and the potential to go that item, and that's what you have to realize when you pick the hero, in my opinion.
Well, when it comes to gold per minute, Furin, of course, in the top, but I mean CK and the Gyro are pretty even. I guess, yeah, with that Divine is like the only option right now for TC. I mean, the thing is that you gotta realize is that it's not only CK that dealing damage right now. Come with me just to deal so much damage. And MKB, Butterfly is not gonna do anything about that. And especially like with that, I'm guessing it's a 5-second. Yeah, it's a 5-second BKB. With that Hex, as well as even the silence from Come With Me. TC still doesn't have much to say.
Do you think that Mouse is actually playing right now? Because I'm just getting some comments.
I'm not sure. It's the same tournament, right?
Yeah, it's the same tournament, and Toby is casting it as well. And since Toby is still casting this game, I do not believe that he's able to cast it right now. Well, so I do believe that Mouse will follow up after this game.
I do hope so. I do hope so.
Yeah. I mean, I saw the schedule of the tournament and it was basically 18-20 start of KP versus Liquid. And Mouse was supposed to start at 20, as we do see a Thunderguard's ultimate. Thunderguard's Wrath.
Wow, refresher roll.
Yeah.
On Zeus.
On Zeus. So he's baiting it out and just using it as some sort of map awareness tool to see how the hero rotation is of KP. And I was just saying basically the schedule of this tournament is pretty tight, and I did see that it would be a problem, but the thing is, Toby's casting both games, Epi's not casting as far as I'm concerned, so therefore Mousesports will have to wait against DD Dota up until this game is of 3, so if KP actually takes this game, it's going to take a while.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how they actually thought that 20 CET would work out. Not working out at all.
They just wanted some team to stump 2 games in 80 minutes. I don't know.
Just add KP into the mix and yeah, works out. No, not gonna work out because they play aggressive, and they're playing well doing so, cheesing them away more or less, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, we said before the game that KP needed confidence to win this game, and they have shown confidence in these fights. I mean, just going for those 5-on-5 fights straight away, like as soon as all the heroes hit level 6, and keep winning them, like. Time and again, and right now they're hugely far ahead. And
yeah, TC picked up his Butterfly, by the way, and he's only sitting at 700, so he will have no buyback right now. Kuruk is still sitting at his BKB. No money on him, so I guess.
Force Staff.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay, Force Staff. So Force Staff on Bulba still.
Wow, with his stun stuff here. There's gonna Thanos Wrath that. What stun him? I don't even know, but he's gonna be down. Yeah, okay, the Hex, of course. Even CK Wisp TP going in, but there's a free kill onto Fluff. And there was some cheeky warding. They smoked up and went behind in the Radiant jungle for some aggressive wards from Liquid there. And I'm guessing looking to make some sort of aggressive plays.
Well, yeah,
I mean, the key with these wards are that they're gonna know if KP are farming or not.
Yeah, and if Wisp was hugging Eternal Envy or not, and if they can make it go maybe and pick off one or both. So far, I don't see Liquid actually dealing with the Wisp combination, which is quite interesting to me because they are a really proven team and they do know how to play against it because they play it themselves a lot and they have shown that they can defend it well, but it just didn't work out at all with the Prophet pick, and especially I do think the Zeus last pick was really what tipped it over because that ultimate global map presence just allows so much gank potential. It's basically like the lifesteal infested into Wisp, with Wisp taking CK more or less, not as hard, but you know, it's the same concept basically. You are there more or less with 3 heroes plus the Prophet. Yeah, just works out
and
well.
just the 5-on-5 fights with the Zeus is working so well, and they really have to take 5-on-5 fights. If they want to shut down the CK Wisp, they gotta go 5-on-5 Liquid.
Yep.
And Zeus just deals so much AoE damage, you don't really think about it, but either they focus him and have to waste a lot of damage onto the Zeus, or he just keeps dealing damage with the Thunder's Wrath. And right now we see maybe another engagement. No.
Fluff is being picked up on bottom lane with a relocate. So.
But Thunderghost Wrath, as well as that Static Field Aura, which is scaling pretty decently into the late game as well.
That is actually true.
Very decently.
Yeah. That is one passive that is underrated completely. That 11% of a HP removement is a lot. I mean, 10% of given, like, for example, Gyrocopter is 180 damage right there every single time Zeus casts a spell. And I mean, he has a low CD first spell. The second spell has only, I don't know, like 11 seconds, I think, CD, right? Oh, 6. What am I talking about? Well, anyways, he has low CD spells in either case. So basically, he's dealing out 180 plus damage, more or less, or you know,
every 2-3 seconds.
yeah,
basically.
Yeah. Which is insane.
To each hero as well, in a pretty decent area as well.
Yeah, so basically, if 5 people are around you, you deal more or less 600 damage just by your passive with nuking somewhere.
So we do have an Aegis now on turn Lemmy. We have a Cheese on Come With Me, I suppose. And, well, he tipped it away as I was going to mark him. That's annoying. Oh, he's going for Demon Edge, so he's going for... what? Daedalus? Yeah, Daedalus.
Okay. Man, he has it up already, Jesus. He's stacked, man. Let's look at the last hits. He's 390 last hits. Did he die at all? He's died 5 times, so I don't know. I guess mine is paying off. Really, that's all I can say net worth wise. He's sitting at 26,000 gold. Gyrocopter is not bad as well with his farm, but I mean, too many heroes on the other side being farmed up.
I think that we were a bit complaining in the early game about him not joining in the team fights, but I guess KP were handling quite fine, and once he did join the team fights, and once the Thunder God's Wrath plus Nature's Wrath started working together, then he's just been ramping up gold, like being in every single team fight, picking up a couple of kills, and staying alive most importantly.
Yeah. I do feel that Ike's Mike is really a troublesome hero right now. Shadow Demon. I mean, Ike's Mike is not having a fun game. He's sitting at 3-9-11. I mean, every single time there's an engagement, he's basically either needs to self-disrupt him just to survive the initial damage by Zeus ultis, or he just goes down and can maybe purge somebody.
Even Fluff is being outscaled right now. I mean, Shadow Demon is generally a hero, like you say, he scales decently in the late game just because disruption. Well, the utility is always there, and the illusions still like works the same, like the scale in the late game. But like for now, the illusions don't really. I mean, they're just gonna go down to all this damage from everywhere, and I mean Fluff as well. I mean his AoE damage is not gonna be very effective anymore, and even Mecha is not like that powerful. Compared to the Zeus damage and the Furion damage and CK damage.
I mean. 250 damage is 250 HP is basically one nuke with Zeus with his passive.
So. And even Tinker, like he's getting close. He's got 800 gold. He actually does have his hex now. Yeah, he does have hex, but no buyback.
As we do see initiation right there, smoked up, trying to reality rift TCT, sees popping his BKB. Bonesav is not going to be able to get a nice vacuum into wall. However, there's the ultimate being dropped by Zeus, and already Jakir and Ice Mech down, Gyrocopter down as well. What the hell?
Come with me, man fighting against TC, bringing down half reach over dying, and just fighting back straight away. Here's Emmy now, smashing away at the middle racks, and you're gonna go so fast. There's no support up from Liquid side. And here comes Korok now. He has BKB popped up. He's gonna go for that RP. Actually, don't find any targets, and now Boba just goes straight down here from him here, being hexed up there. But he's gonna go down, and TC just stops so quickly. Finally, the RP onto 3 people here.
Nobody else is alive though.
I'm just gonna force it up. There's a GG called by Liquid Bubble.
Yeah. Deserved call right there. It was indeed a GG.
We've gone to do 35,000 gold. 35,000 gold in the 50-minute game. Wow.
I haven't seen that for a while.
That's Furion, I guess. But still, it's amazing.
Take Furion out and they're still leading with 5,000 gold. That is sick. That is really sick. Man, that is Furion alone just tipping the grab.
So, a global lineup just working out amazingly. I mean, she's a scratch, sure, but
yeah. Zeus, godly intervention right there. Going into game 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna think I need to drink before
yeah, I need to drink something as well. But yeah, no problem. It's gonna be probably like a 3-minute break. Anyway, so good game by Kaipi coming back with a vengeance, I guess. Really global lineup right there. So I guess we're gonna be back in a second, and I'm pretty sure Mousesports is not gonna be casted anytime soon. Simply because it's the same tournament and Toby is casting, and I don't think Epi is online. So let's take a short break and be right back.